The governor of Kentucky has just made an executive order to allow nonviolent felons to vote. He has restored their voting rights, and this is a great move that should be happening throughout the country. Now, the House has repeatedly advanced measures that would automatically restore rights to some felons after their sentence is complete, but the proposal has faced opposition in the Senate, where critics have pushed for a waiting period and want to reduce the types of felons who would be eligible. Now, Beshear doesn't care whether or not the Senate likes this, which is why he did the executive order prior to his term ending. Now, he's a Republican governor, a Democratic governor, a Republican governor's coming in, so I guess this is his last middle finger before his term's up, but I like it.
Yeah, no, to be fair to Republicans, which we love to do, there are some Republicans in the country that are also pushing for reform on this issue. And to be honest, I'm very surprised by that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because the reason that Republicans have resisted in the past is that they think felons are more likely to vote Democratic, right? Maybe they've changed their mind. They're like, a lot of the felons in the South are white, in Kentucky, for example, right? And we get them to vote against their self-interest all the time. Right? So I don't know. But look, so I wasn't very fair to Republicans. I'll take their agreement any day, right? So if they agree to these reforms, fantastic. Now, it's a Democrat that's pushing it in this case. The incoming Republican governor says he would consider it. I'm glad that Beshear did not wait for the Republican governor to consider it. But there are some Republicans that are pushing for this too. Because look, first of all, they're nonviolent offenders.
Yeah,
okay?
So they probably got locked away for drug possession or something like that.
And second of all, they're beginning to realize in places like Kentucky, and this is reality, and part of why Democrats and certainly Republicans are also coming on board, like, hey, we used to do this like when it was the other guys, right? But it turns out we're locking up our guys.
Yeah. That's a great point, Cenk, because right now there is this huge increase of heroin addicts in Kentucky. And they didn't start off as heroin addicts. They probably got prescribed. No, not probably. They definitely got prescribed prescription painkillers. They got addicted. And then once they couldn't get the prescription anymore, they're desperate. So they resort to heroin. So more and more people are getting addicted to heroin. And guess which demographic is impacted the most? White people.
All of a sudden, we have reform of the prison system. What a wonderful coincidence.
Yeah.
Now, I know about the drug problems in Kentucky because I watched Justified. I'm pretty sure that's a documentary. Okay, no, seriously, it's a well-known phenomenon. But putting on the racial side of it, I don't care. I'm happy to get the right result, which is the reform that you needed. Look, I'm in favor of punishing people for crimes that are important, rape, murder, etc. You're taking too much OxyContin, or you're selling the OxyContin, or you're taking heroin in Kentucky. I love you, brother. I want to help you out, right? I don't need to put you in prison, and I don't need to end all your rights after you get out of prison, which leads to the second point. Even if you agree that they should be in prison, they served their time. We have to stop punishing people after we've already given them the punishment and they have served it. That's justice. Then we move on.
Let them go. Yes.
Let them go.
Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be, you serve the time. What was it again? That phrase?
That's it. That was it. You serve the time and then, come on.
No, there's a phrase that rhymes.
If you're willing to do the crime, you got to serve the time.
Different.
Or something like that.
Never mind.
You do the crime, you got to serve the time. We nailed it.
Whatever. If you've already served your sentence, it's over. We can't criminalize you for the rest of your life.
It's over, okay?
Yeah.
OVAH. It ain't, but on the other hand, it ain't over till it's over.